All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants.
Let's go, baby.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Nix, and a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate, what an effort. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Shoot. Quick stone, travel. Shoot.
From the gun, Nix. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
70, Indy.
53 is Mike. It's going to be a long.
Hey, Charlie.
It's going to be a long day.
Be driven.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
55, Mike, 55.
Back to the air on second down. Nix escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Down. 10 Lobo.
58 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
6-6. Pull it high.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got it.
On second down, Barber. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Team 6.
Check nickel.
Throwing again. Nix. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw on 3rd down. Nix. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 24. Check 24. Check it out.
Hey!
He's coming. We got double up.
On the ball. Snap.
Here's Campbell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Slam.
Ready. 5.
58 for Mike. All day, baby. All day.
Rock it. 5.
2nd and 13. Rolling to his right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Barber. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That's it, baby. We got one. At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
58 right there. I don't think you got it, son.
Deep grip.
Barber on 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I'm going to get you all.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Come on, boys, come on.
Now, fight.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check safety, check safety. Check. Tighten up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Nix. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey.
Safety screen. Check. Safe.
From the gun, Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Right there in the middle, 55. Go.
To throw again. Nix on the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check.
Hurry.
25, check 25.
Ready.
Now it's Barber. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, orbit.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. All day, just like that.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running with Barber out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, it's Barber. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Ready, go. Sit up. Sit up. Right. Play.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Rosa's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Bang it. Share.
Throwing again. Nix. It's caught. Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Alert 3.
Looking to throw. Nix. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, box drop. Watch the whip. Switch.
Throwing on first down. Nix being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 19 yards away. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You can't block me. Check 26, check 26. 36, 36.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
A gain of 13 yards. First down. Go now. 60 outlaw.
Double time. We got 4. We got
General West.
Switch.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Ooh, with a juke. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, exit.
55, come on. Check, 55.
Yeah.
Big Sears right here. We got
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man on the out route. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Topper! Hey, wahoo! Go! Go!
Now back to throw. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
55. Take me up. Here we go. 55 mark, guys. 55. Yeah. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Open man is Higgins. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Nix buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Slam. Look, squeeze. Check hot route. On the ball. Hit it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. Intended that time for Cooper. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, check. Under 10. 10.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. 58's the money. 58's the money. Let's go, D. Get it.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go. 91.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A good pickup there, a 22.
18 Gator.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. I'm going to run you over.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You got him. Go. 60 or.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake. And it's intercepted at the goal line. snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
X3, 218, chopper. Check 3, check 43. Ready.
Once again, it's Barber. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Out. Bam. Hey, Alpha. Shoot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
15.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
5.
58, come on. 58, come on. Focus, defense, focus.
Undercrunch. Wide. Get wide.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Smooth.
Get in the weight room.
He's coming. Double up.
Second and 10. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
On first and 10, Nix. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
Back to throw. Nix. And the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll keep it on the ground. Barber, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll look to throw, sliding out of the pocket. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Nix. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, they go with Barber again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, Irvin. Rock it. Sponge. No. Now.
He's back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. On third down, Barber. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Barber. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
On the handoff, this is Barber. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you